This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, an elderly Lincoln man who went missing on Wednesday has been located by authorities.
Our A.J. Douglas spoke to the Lincoln police chief about how a quick response time likely saved a life.
A missing man was found in these woods right here, thanks to what Lincoln police call advances in technology in a team effort.
Drones were sent up and was able to find him in a short period of time. He was laying down in a bushy area that wasn't being observed from the ground. Officers, they couldn't see him from where they were at.
The Penobscot County Sheriff's Office volunteered a search and rescue team to Transalpine Road. Additional agencies such as Forest Rangers, State Police, and K-9 units were called in to assist, given the serious nature of the missing person's medical condition.
People with dementia sometimes will get into cars and leave, and they don't know where they're going, and so we definitely don't know where they're going. I've worked cases before where they wound up several states away before they were located.
Sparks says the search tactics for missing persons depend on a number of circumstances. He explains how time is a critical factor.
This was a very quick response. From the time the son last seen him until he called the police, it was only about 15 minutes.
Sparks recommends people call their local police department immediately if they suspect a friend or loved one is missing rather than attempting to search alone. In Lincoln, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
In wake of the Uvalde, Texas mass shooting, schools here in Maine will be taking a second look at school security, having more police officers patrolling the hallways for the safety of students and staff. Our Sierra Jordan explains.
You may see them stationed outside your child's school. School resource officers, also known as SROs, have become an extra layer of safety at many schools.
I'm just not sure that arming teachers is really the appropriate response. I think school resource officers, obviously, having the training and the experience is probably the most logical response.
Ellsworth Police Chief Glenn Moser says 5 years ago, the city funded a program to provide SROs to patrol all 3 Ellsworth schools. He says the police department works closely with the school department to conduct lockdown drills during the school year. This familiarizes students and staff with an active shooter situation.
Practice makes perfect type of preachery, and just making sure that the children understand that they aren't in any danger when we do these lockdown drills, but it's important for them to learn what is going to be expected of them. God forbid we ever experience a real incident.
Ellsworth isn't the only school following this method. Bucksport Police Department started their SRO program several years ago.
Without calls for service, we normally have 2 or 3 patrol people, including the school resource officer and myself as a police chief, in that area or in a school.
Ellsworth High School principal Daniel Clifford says they have a great working relationship with their police department.
We've had a resource officer in our school for 7 years now, and it's been a terrific experience for us.
I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Well, we are learning more about the victim of a fatal hit and run in Acadia National Park over the weekend. 35-year-old Nicole Mokeme was killed in that crash, which took place on the Schoodic Institute campus in Winter Harbor. Mokeme served as creative director of Rise and Shine Youth Retreat in Bowdoin, which offers programs for Black children and adults. She was also one of the organizers of the Black Excellence Retreat 2022 at Schoodic Institute. That event was in progress at the time of the hit and run. Police say the man sought in connection with the death had been in a relationship with Mokeme. Authorities are looking for a 2016 black BMW X3 SUV with a main license plate 5614 WM. The vehicle is registered to 35-year-old Raymond Lester of South Portland. Anyone with information regarding the crash is asked to call state police. That number is 973-3700.
As gas prices hit historic highs, one state legislator is calling for Governor Mills to take action. Republican Representative Laurel Libby is the latest to advocate for the suspension of Maine's gas tax. Libby is calling for a special session so Mainers won't have to wait until January for the legislature to reconvene. President Biden is calling on Congress to suspend the federal gas tax for 90 days, while encouraging states nationwide to suspend their own gas taxes as well. Libby claims the suspension of Maine's gas tax could lower the cost of fuel by up to 30 cents per gallon. She says the increase in gas prices directly influences the cost of everyday goods.
Everything that we consume, from groceries to building supplies and everything, comes on a truck. So when you see the prices of diesel skyrocketing and the price of gas skyrocketing, that affects every aspect of our daily lives.
Governor Mills has released a statement saying she has no objection to a temporary suspension as long as Congress ensures that Maine's infrastructure projects, which are in part funded by gas taxes, are fully met and work is not jeopardized. The state legislature would need to approve a pause in state gas taxes.
Earlier today, Senator Angus King addressed the media on a number of issues, including speaking out on the January 6th hearings. The independent senator from Maine says the hearings have revealed a dark picture of how close we came to, quote, severely harming our democracy with the attack on the U.S. Capitol.
I have to say that the former president's continual repeating of the idea that the election was somehow stolen, it was illegitimate, is severely harming our country.
King went on to say the amount of people who now do not trust elections due to former President Trump's claims of election fraud is a tragedy for our democracy. He said it is one of the more serious assaults on our underlying democratic system that he has seen in his lifetime.
Meanwhile, families looking to cool off this summer will not be able to dive into Bangor's most popular pool. Dakin Pool in Bangor will be temporarily closed due to ongoing staffing shortages. However, the Beth Pankow Aquatic Center in Bangor will be open for the summer season. Bangor Parks and Recreation Director Tracy Willett says they need between 25 to 30 people to operate both pools. Willett says there are currently just 18 lifeguards on staff.
Well, certainly we're disappointed that we can't all open this pool on Monday like we are at Pankow. We're hopeful as a staff at Parks and Rec that we'll get a surge of lifeguards come through that will be able to open Dakin, but certainly the folks here in the community are disappointed. We're disappointed as a staff, and hopefully we'll get some more staff to be able to open.
Willett says if they're to hire more lifeguards, then they will revisit that decision to open Dakin Pool. The Beth Pankow Pool is scheduled to open up on Monday, June 27th. So at least good to see one of those pools opening right away to start off the summer season. I'm sure will bring a lot of relief to Mainers as temperatures are heating up.
You know, and lifeguarding is a great job. It's an important job, and you hope that there are a few more people maybe thinking about stepping up who will now do so.
Absolutely.
All right, well, with a little bit more what we can expect weather-wise, will the summer temperatures continue? Let's turn things over and take a first look at our forecast.
All right, Beth and Peter, thank you. Happy Thursday. Your first weather is brought by Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Maine's largest for over 70 years. And all right, today for us, temperature-wise, back in the mid-70s, but hold on, even warmer temperatures are on the way this weekend. We're talking mid-80s and humid. Out there today, though, some clouds, some sun, some clouds, some sun. There are still some clouds around the area and a couple of showers to get through tonight as this kind of lifts north our direction. So expect a couple of showers across the region this evening. Futurecast shows the drizzle and a couple of showers out there tonight. It won't be a big deal. It gets out of here tomorrow morning, and then we're off to the races. A very nice weekend on deck with temperatures getting much warmer around here. Our forecast ends tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, a couple of rain showers left over with lows in the 50s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter.
All right, Jeff, thanks so much. And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, a local food pantry asks for donations to fund a much-needed expansion. And the town of Castine's Select Board holds a vote on whether to allow public access to a historic lighthouse property. Those stories and much more when ABC 7 News at 6 comes right back.
At every turn, Joe Biden and Jared Golden chose the wrong one. Biden and Golden turned off more American energy production, put the brakes on pipelines and future drilling here at home. Now, gas prices and heating oil cost more than ever. Maine families are struggling to keep up, and the Liberals' only plan is to buy more from our enemies? Tell Congressman Jared Golden to help open American energy production and lower gas prices.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Andersen, we think so. When it's a window forged from Fibrix and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Selling your home is a big job. You need a team to help pull it off. Real estate is no joke, and these cats ain't laughing.
You know, I think we can get you more for your home.
We just posted your house online and we're already getting great response.
Buy or sell confidently with Mark and Nancy.
Actually, it's Nancy and Mark.
Right, Nancy and Mark Rowe. Experience, personality, results. I'm sold.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Welcome to the all-new Oakland Furniture Sit and Sleep Gallery. Come in and explore our great selection of quality living room sets and mattresses, all designed for your comfort. You'll find terrific deals when you shop now, because we haven't just rolled back our prices, we've gone to prehistoric pricing. Where else can you find a queen mattress starting at $188? For a deal you just can't dig up anywhere, shop local. Shop the all-new Oakland Furniture Sit and Sleep Gallery.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Welcome back. A food pantry that has helped so many people in the area is now asking for assistance of its own. Our Dylan Holloway has the story.
The Burlington Food Pantry is doing its part to help those in need. And lately, the number of people in need has grown exponentially. The pantry, which has served at its current location for about a year, recently began an expansion project in order to help more hungry Mainers. Burlington Food Pantry Director Maureen Bean says the pantry originally served less than 20 families in total.
On the 17th, we had 149 families roll through here, plus we support an after-school program of 30 families and a church group of about 15 more. So that's a lot of food for a lot of people who come to us for help, and so we need more space.
Bean says food pantry volunteers started constructing a second building next to the original building in order to create more space for more food. She says although the pantry has received a lot of generous support thus far, the project still requires an additional $25,000 to be completed.
We can't do it without you. We can't do it without help. All of our staff is volunteers. None of us are paid. We give our time willingly. We're glad for what we do. But our food is beginning to cost more. Transportation, gas. I source food 4 times a week.
Bean says the pantry currently serves around 20 towns. She says there are no income requirements or verifications, and no one is ever turned away.
That's been our mission statement. If you think we can help you, please come.
Bean says running the food pantry has made her realize just how many people out there need help during this difficult time. And she has a special call to action for anyone who wishes to make a difference in their community.
What I'd like to encourage is other towns, other people from other towns can do just what we're doing and start a food pantry so that those people don't have to drive quite so far. It can be done. It's a lot of hard work, but it's meaningful, make a difference, hard work.
For information on how to donate to the Burlington Food Pantry, volunteer, or receive service, go to Burlington Food Pantry on Facebook. Reporting from Burlington, I'm Dylan Holloway for ABC7 and Fox 22.
The town of Castine's Select Board voted on whether to allow public access to a historic lighthouse property. Our Matthew Jurancic has the story.
The Castine Select Board rejected a recent proposal to make the Dice Head Lighthouse property into a short-term rental business. The building's lease was set to expire at the end of the month. The plan's intention was to help generate more revenue for the town by making the property available to rent. However, Castine Chairman Peter Vogel explained the decision took more into account than just revenue.
Two things we need from the lighthouse. One is a good ambassador for the town of Castine, and the other one is somebody pays the rent. And Tracy has done that ever since she's been here 9 years.
The current tenant, Tracy Lemire, explained that this is not the first time this idea has been brought up.
Every year that this comes up, every time the lease is up, there is always, what if we did this? Or what if something were different about the lighthouse?
The lighthouse was first built in 1828 on the Castile Harbor and was moved to its current location after getting destroyed in the past weather events. Looking at the future, Lemire believes that the property should stay the way it is.
It deserves to be a family that cares about it and respects it and is consistent and part of the community.
Despite the outcome, Vogel says it's evident that the best decision was made.
There's a good way to do it and not so good way, and I feel that this is the best way.
Matthew Juronsik, ABC7, Fox 22.
And going back to our previous story about the Burlington Food Pantry, great to see them expanding, but also shows just how much need there is in that area with their serving 20 different towns.
And it's so important for organizations like that to have the capability to expand because the need isn't going away.
Right.
It's only going to continue to grow, at least for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
And you want to help the good people who are trying to help others do their job.
Absolutely.
Complete their mission.
Yeah, we hope they get all the funding that they need for that.
Absolutely. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6 today, the Island Explorer began their routes around MDI. What officials have to say about that return.
And in sports, hear from Maine women's basketball head coach Amy Vachon as she reflects on the 50th anniversary of Title IX. Well, that story right after the break.
As a working mom of 5, I'm feeling the burden of rising prices. But instead of getting inflation under control, the liberals in Washington are attacking America's tech innovators. Talk about being out of touch. The left's bill would take away the technology we depend on, put our personal data at risk, make China stronger and America weaker. I don't understand how any Republican senator could support this liberal nonsense. Tell Senate conservatives to stand up for American technology.
At CF Moto, we make motorcycles for everyone. The pack leader, the adrenaline junkie, the adventure seeker, the soul searcher, the go-getter, and the head turner. We believe anyone can ride. Join us and experience more together.
At Coveside Wheel and Ski in Newport.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Thinking twice about that summer road trip due to high gas prices? Well, with an electrified Toyota, you can pack your bags today. Right now, you can get savings on amazingly fuel-efficient Toyotas at the Toyota Summer Sales Event. Save fuel with an electrified all-wheel drive Highlander Hybrid with 35 mpg and up to a 598-mile driving range. Plus, get 1.75% financing on Highlander. So, take that summer road trip. But first, see your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Welcome back in. Thanks for staying with us. A big day in sports on Thursday as it marks the 50th anniversary of Title IX becoming law, the legislation that opened the door for women in sports. And before Title IX, girls' participation in at least youth sports was low, to say the least, and a lot of times they were forced to either watch from the sidelines or be a cheerleader for the men's sports. Now, talking to Maine women's basketball head coach Amy Vachon, she says not only is today a day for celebration, but a day of reflection on those stories from before Title IX and how far women have come.
It's, I think, just a nice day to reflect on that and thank those women. And at the same time, understand that we still have a long way to go. But we have made strides, and that's in 50 years. I mean, 50 years isn't that long.
Now, for the numbers, according to the National Center for Education Statistics, the participation rate for girls in high school sports has increased by over 1,000% since 1972 when Title IX was signed into law, which has a positive impact not only on the sports world, but everywhere we look.
Not just females, males, anyone who plays sports, you learn all of these lessons. And so that can help you be successful in the real world, in the corporate world, in whatever world you go when you grow up. And so now girls can be a part of that too.
A big day in sports, definitely changed the landscape of sports as we know it. Moving on now, it is officially summer, which means it's time for some Legion baseball. And for the past 3 seasons, Quirk Motor City has been the gold standard of winning. Dave Peck has more.
3 years, 3 straight Legion titles. And this summer, Quirk Motor City sees no reason it can't be 4.
It's a new team, but it's the same thing. Same thing. We expect to win. We know how to win. If they don't know how to win yet, they'll figure it out by the time that we get to playoffs.
Mo City brings back just 5 returning players, but head coach Ryan Lincoln says that sort of turnover is what keeps the legacy alive.
The tradition is that these kids see what the program, has, not only from, winning state championships, but the pedigree of the level that we get them to.
He's definitely an experienced coach. He knows what he's doing. He wants to make us better baseball players.
Whether you're a rising sophomore in college or a high school senior, it doesn't really matter, because the key to continued success is buying into the bigger picture.
I got guys that, typically might be their starting shortstop on high school, but they're playing outfield for me. But that comes down to the fact that they're willing to accept their role.
Sometimes that role is a position change. Other times it's more situational, like having your cleanup hitter lay down a sac bunt.
This is definitely a winning culture. I mean, there's a lot of guys. Everybody knows what to do. Everybody is very successful at what they do on all different levels. There's kids from Class B, C, D schools.
It's a melting pot of talent, no doubt.
A lot of our team this year doesn't even know each other, but even in the last game, we're walking around, introducing ourselves, getting to know each other well. I already feel comfortable in the dugout, and I think a lot of us do as well.
And it's that ability to mesh that has consistently transformed Motor City from a bunch of individuals to a Legion dynasty.
It really is about that, and you get to know all these kids, and they're all great players, and they encourage you, and you watch them, they do really well in a game, you're like, well, that's what I want to be like now, so. And we really just encourage each other.
Reporting from Bangor, Dave Peck, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Dave. Yeah, summer and baseball just go together like peanut butter and jelly, and so does Motor City and winning. Alrighty, that is sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales in Hancock. Stop in and see Tony and Nicole, where every vehicle comes with a complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Come buy your vehicle the Fairway. It's more than just a tagline. It's the way they do business. And okay, so for us, a little windy out there again today. We've had south wind gusts approaching 25 miles per hour. This will begin to come down tonight and tomorrow. Less windy across here by tomorrow afternoon. But right now the winds are out of the south, sustained at 10 in Millinocket, 12 here in Bangor. This will come down again tonight after wind gusts today near 25 miles per hour. But it is blowing around some more allergens in the air, of course. Tree pollen now in the high category, still grass and weed, not too far behind. Watch that weed number spike now as we get into the middle portions of summer. All right, going forward though, so out there today, 74 here in Bangor, also Millinocket, 69 Bar Harbor, a bit colder across the coastal areas because of that onshore flow. It'll be the same story tomorrow, but not over the weekend, as we have much warmer temperatures for everybody. In fact, tomorrow high temperatures back up in the low 70s, but we're just getting started. Then a warm front's going to come through, shift the wind out of the west, and tomorrow evening it's going to be muggy, lows in the 60s, and then mid-80s are in the forecast for us on Saturday and Sunday. Out there today, so there were a couple of showers earlier, then lots of sunshine, then a bit of cloud cover, and now a couple sprinkles. There is still some more energy right over here. That's going to combine with lingering front over there. That still could bring us a couple light rain showers tonight. It will not ruin your plans. I wouldn't cancel anything, but just know there'll be a couple of showers across the area this evening into early parts of tomorrow morning, and then we dry out, and then it gets really good around here with temperatures in the 80s over the weekend. As this is our weekend, there's not much over here right now. High pressure is going to build in this weekend. We earned it, right? Remember last weekend, temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Not so much this weekend. We're talking mid-80s and humid Saturday into Sunday. Futurecast shows a little bit of rain showers out there tonight, then clearing overnight. There could be some dense fog in there once again. And then overall tomorrow looking very nice. Saturday, same story. Sunday, same story. There could be a couple rogue thunder showers later on Saturday. That could be a stretch, though. Most of us will stay dry over the weekend. All right, so rainfall-wise tonight, still a couple of showers to get through. Then, of course, a little bit of rain shower activity possibly getting in here later on Saturday into early parts of Sunday morning. But going forward, though, stay a warm and humid weekend on deck for us. Lots of sunshine tomorrow and also for Saturday into Sunday. And then rain likely now into Monday. That could arrive for us on Sunday evening with a couple of thunder showers then. So our forecast then tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies. A couple of showers can't be ruled out still. Look for low temperatures down near 51 and a calm wind after midnight. For tomorrow, all right, so partly cloudy skies after a few early morning clouds, right? 77 tomorrow. That's going to feel good with the south breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales shows the story, right? 87 Saturday, 83 on Sunday. Rain showers maybe overnight Saturday. That's going to be a stretch. More rain showers in here on Monday with highs in the 70s. Beth?
So definitely start scoping out a swim spot for the weekend.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
Absolutely. Time to get the swim trunks out. That sounds good.
We're going to leave that right there. Okay, there's still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
When the Granite Shop wants to know the weather on MDI, they log on to foxbangor.com. At the Granite Shop in Sedgwick and in Trenton, we have more inventory than all other shops in the state combined. Fastest turnaround, too.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Hey, that's great news about your shoulder.
My dogs are so happy to be playing fetch again, and I'm cleared up to go back to work next week.
I know it's been a challenging time for you. How about the repairs on your truck?
It's as good as new. I can't thank you enough. This would have been so stressful without your help.
It's our pleasure. We're representing injured Mainers every day.
Honestly, I couldn't have done it without your whole team. Calling Joe was the best decision.
We're Maine lawyers working for Maine people, and Maine people only.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Days Jewelers is hosting a one-of-a-kind experience. It's the Great Estate Buying event presented by Jewels Estate Buyers. Join us Tuesday through Friday, June 21st through the 24th. Like roadshows you've seen on TV, your item is evaluated, an offer is made, and you are paid a fair market price on the spot. Our experts are buying diamonds, jewelry, Rolex and other fine watches, gold and platinum, sterling silver tableware, coins, paintings, autographs, and photos. Bring anything of value. No appointments necessary. Don't miss the Great Estate Buying event presented by Jewels Estate Buyers. This week only, Days Jewelers, Bangor.
Tonight, why a top former Trump White House lawyer is being pressed to testify in public. Plus, will the bipartisan gun safety bill help prevent future tragedies? World News Tonight with David Muir is the most watched program on all of television.
Finally tonight, the Island Explorer bus service is back up and running for the season. The bus service offers routes all over Mount Desert Island. The goal is to alleviate traffic on the island and headaches for visitors.
Get into downtown Bar Harbor without having to pay for parking, without having to find a parking space. Just get dropped off at the Village Green, and then they can just take a walk around town and enjoy themselves without having to worry about where their car is and how much time they might have left on the meter.
Buses are free to ride and run every day of the week. There are 12 bus routes that travel around the island. For schedule times and other details, you can visit our website, foxbangor.com. Just a great service, especially because it can get really, really busy down there.
Yeah.
You know, especially during the busy summer season.
Well, we've been hearing right and left about they're expecting, peak visitation numbers, record-breaking tourist season, which is awesome.
Right.
But you do have to maybe kind of think outside the box and maybe sort of give up the luxury of having your car right there and maybe opt for the bus instead and, kind of give it a break and maybe save yourself a headache in the process.
And maybe a little bit of money, too.
Absolutely. All right, well, that's going to do it for us, folks, from everybody here at ABC 7 News. Take care. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you right back here at 11.
That's right. Good night, everyone.